Good afternoon, students. Welcome to the lecture series of parallel computing. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about the mapping and the scheduling problem on parallel machine. Basically, there are four problems while implementing the algorithm on the parallel computers. These four problems are the static mapping of processes to processes on multi-computers and processor array, dynamic load balancing on multi-computers, task scheduling on multiprocessor, and the way how deadlock is handled in the case of a parallel computers. In today's lecture, I will discuss about the task scheduling problem on multiprocessor. So before discussing the task scheduling on multiprocessor, let's understand what do you mean by a scheduling. Scheduling is the method of allocating the task to the processor. Either you can say task, job or process, these all are same. As we have a number of tasks, or you can say that we have a number of processes and also we have a number of processor. So it is very important to decide which process will be executed by which processor. And it is one of the major issue in the case of a multiprocessor. Now multiprocessor is of two types, UMA multiprocessor and the NUMA multiprocessor. Here we will discuss about the static scheduling problem on the case of a UMA multiprocessor. Generally, operating system offers dynamic scheduling, but we will focus on the static scheduling. Why we will not go for the dynamic scheduling? Because the binding of processes to processor is not tight in the case of a dynamic scheduling, and each single process may receive cycles from different CPU without terminating. So still the static scheduling is of more interest. There are various advantages of the static scheduling. Like static scheduling provides lower execution time. It allows only the generation of one process per processor, and it is very easy to predict the speed up achieved by a particular parallel algorithm on a target machine, assuming that no preemption of processes occurs. These are the advantages of the static scheduling. So here we will focus on how the static scheduling is done on the UMA multiprocessor. Now there are two models of UMA multiprocessor. The first one is your deterministic model and the second one is your non-deterministic model. So we will learn different scheduling algorithm on both the deterministic model and the non-deterministic model. Now what is deterministic model? In the case of a deterministic model, the execution time and the precedence relation between each task are already fixed and known before the runtime. Here in deterministic model, the execution time and the precedence relation of each task is represented using a task graph, which is a directed graph. Here we will see how the task graph is created. Now this is your task graph. Here each vertex or each node represent the task as well as the execution time needed by the each task. Here we have T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6 and T7 are the 7 tasks, and each node consists of 2 parts. The upper part will represent the task and the lower part will represent the time needed by each task for the execution. Now, what is the important about the task graph is that here the task Ti must be completed before the task Tj begins. Here the task Ti must complete before Tj begins. It means that task T2 can't be started until task T1 is completed. So this is about your task graph. Now, here the task graph can be considered idealized representation for the parallel algorithm execution. Now, scheduling is the method of allocating the task to the processor, and Gantt chart is one of the representation method through we can represent the scheduling of tasks to the processor. So we can define the Gantt chart as like it indicates both the time needed by each task during the execution and the processor on which it execute. शेड्यूलिंग को दिखाने के लिए we make use of a Gantt chart, और Gantt chart में what we make use in Gantt chart represents both the time needed by the each task during the execution and also the processor on which it will get executed. Now, there are some scheduling problems that can be solved in polynomial time, while there are some complex problem which are difficult to find its execution time. Now, for the deterministic model, first we will learn about the Graham's list scheduling algorithm. Now, according to this list scheduling algorithm, first we will take n number of tasks. Here T represents n number of tasks, T1, T2, Tn, and mu is a function that associates the execution time with each task. And there is a L is a list of tasks in T. In Graham's list scheduling algorithm, when a processor has no work to do, it is removed from the list. And second thing about the Graham's list scheduling algorithm is that if two or more processors simultaneously attempt to execute the same task, then the processor with the lowest index will succeed and it will execute the task, while the other processor will wait for the another suitable task. यहाँ पर अगर दो प्रोसेसर सेम टास्क को एग्जीक्यूट करने जा रहे हैं, then the processor with having the lower index will get the task, while the other processor have to wait for the suitable task. So this is your Graham's list scheduling algorithm.